Good morning and welcome to the Be the Light meditation. And of course, we are thick into December and the cold, so we are seeking warmth and light. And I'm actually here in Washington, and I'm at in Kirkland, and I'm at a little hotel. So I feel like this is the après look, the ski look. Pretend that the bedding is snow. Very cool. I'm wearing my hat. Everything, I say that because everything we do in this meditation is utilizing our creative imagination. We decide through our perceptual memory banks what reality is and proceed. And so here we are trying to be the light and shine light onto a reality that isn't formed yet, that is occurring in our creative imagination through our intuition. And so we really have to hone what we want to see, because that's what we'll experience. Up to this moment, we've been like letting the external world create our experience. The next stage, the next era for mankind is us being our own individual movie maker and living and projecting that out and moving the vibrational realm around to be attuned to that higher, more joyful picture, okay? Now, it's stronger when you're with other movie makers, other creative people. When's the last time that you sat in a circle with visionaries, or with artists, if you're an artist, or if you're a chef, that you're with expanded visionary chefs? It is a feeling of elation and like I'm in the right place in this moment. That actually is the fifth dimension. That is where we are limitless, expanding beings into creative joy. And what's wrong with that? Well, it's annoying to people in the fear-based third dimension. Who do you think you are being so happy? And they'll just beat you up. There is a new Instagram sound. You know, there's different songs you can choose, but some people are choosing Esther Hicks, who channels Abraham. Abraham is his name. And this is her voice. And people are putting visuals of their lives, you know, slides, the puppy skiing. And this is Esther Hicks saying, well, the whole purpose of it is to have more joy. The whole purpose of it is to be happier. And to be happier means to bring more joy. And then you're living a joyful life. And what's wrong with that? And I thought, well, yeah, what's wrong with that? Nothing is wrong with that. Source created Earth to be a milieu of free will, loving creation. And the Creator looks on us as children is just a metaphor, but here we are, divine extensions. The Creator is the massive chandelier fractalizing prismatic light, and we are each a little prism. And so, of course, the chandelier takes joy on what can my prisms reflect and bring more light, more magnificent, undulating, unfolding possibility of divine creation. And we're so far from that. It's like someone's been snuffed out. But it's not snuffed out with us, because you're here to be the light. And the root is our creative imagination. So that's why I said, this is snow in the background, and these are the mountains. And here I am, even though I don't look cold, but you fit that part in. Our creative imagination, and it's an inside job. No one else can still your mind and help you meditate and to access this information. So we do the Be the Light meditations to learn to still our mind. So before we drop into the meditation, I want to say one more thing. There was a gentleman, his name was Mellon Thomas, the most documented near-death experience. Stanford, studied his brain, everything. He died for 3 hours. And when I taught at the Sound and Consciousness Institute, he came to speak there, so we went out to dinner, and I said, I get to talk to somebody who died for 3 hours. And I said, what does the future look like? And he smiled. He said, what do you want it to look like? What do you want to experience? Because each person will project what is happening, their expectations, assumptions, and imagination. And they will have that bubble, and they'll simply find other people who have the same bubble, the same reality. And unfortunately, that's what we've done now, and we have some dominating dark energies and forces. So we must form our own bubble and get our own movie right. And when I say right, I'm not talking right or wrong. I'm talking authentic, fits me, my soul, my joy, my mission. And I'm a great organ, I'm a calliope piano, and play me. What is my music? How can I create my life so I am played and emitting my song amidst the transitioning earth of cacophony and dissonance? How can I be one melody of hope and light? Because we are frequency fields. And our voices are megaphones for our creative imagination. And it doesn't matter if you're saying, oh, it's a nice day, to a person sitting on a bench, park bench. They are hearing the frequencies of your visions and joys and hopes for the future. They're hearing your disappointments. So my main focus is you are your voice. Your voice represents your life, and you can change your life by changing your vocal frequencies, not by manipulating it, but by changing the field that creates the frequencies that come out through the megaphone of your voice. And know that when you speak or are simply present, your aura and your energy is creating your next moment, your next week, your next month, the rest of your life. You're creating your movie consciously or unconsciously. So why do you come to the meditation? To become more conscious of our process, this simple, divine process of physics that enables us to know immediately an emotion, a trigger. Anticipate that. What's this thought? Actually, it's someone else's thoughts floating in. That's not my thought at all. We can discern and be so clear of our mind's processing versus our soul's consciousness awakeness. They're two entirely different things. They didn't teach us this, no operational manual. So today's talk, and usually I wait till the last minute. That was just all preparation for what I want to say, is to create our movie, we have to not just see it, but we have to create a little energy and oomph for our will when we know it's something we want and it's something right, correct for us. So yesterday I kind of played a game. Okay, I did win a big basket and I thought, oh, that's great, but I really wanted this. I saw it on the table. I saw this. Look at it, look at it. It was like gumdrops. It was a dark room and these little, it was so shiny, and I wanted it. So something funny happened. You could only win one basket, so I knew I can't win this. But at the end, I was practicing my magnetizing what I want to see if I could get it in integrity and harm to none, good for all. This was sitting on the table next to something else. All the gifts were gone. Like 40 gorgeous baskets. These ladies, they're well-to-do and they love to have fun. These were over-the-top baskets. This was sitting there with some other thing. And I went up and there was a lady, she had polka dots on her. And I thought, well, she's fun too. She's like me. And I said, whoever won this, who are they? Because I'd love to trade a bottle of wine or whatever they went out of my basket. I asked for what I wanted. Okay, there I am. I'm a guest. I'm the president's guest. And I stepped out and I'm saying, I want that. And I'm willing to trade something that someone else wants better. And I said it real fun. I know how to play the game. I was the president of the Dental Wives. I know how to talk to gracious upper end social women. I said, "Oh, I'd love to have this, and I'm willing to trade anything out of my basket." So I watched what happened. Okay, who does this belong to? Everybody's asking everybody, and I'm watching the process. Will I get what I want? And what has this set off? Well, it set off so many interesting things. These two women there, and boy, were they dressed to the T, and were they queens of their life. And I'm laughing, and I said, oh yeah, I really want that tree. She took my hand, she went over, she got it. She told the lady, she goes, give this tree to Jan. She wants it. And I'm like, who is this lady? Why am I not more like her? This woman was fabulous. And I said, can I give you this beautiful ornament? Oh, come let us adore me. Okay, about women honoring themselves. She looked at me and she says, I'm Jewish. I don't need that Christmas ornament. And we all laughed. And I thought, this woman is a queen in her world. She gets what she wants. So when it finally came down to it, the lady in the polka dots came over and she said, I'd love for you to have this. And I'm like, I did it. She says, we're not quite sure who it is or why they didn't claim her prize. But if I hadn't asked for it, it wouldn't have happened. So think about this. And also, these ladies are manifestors. Well, I know they all have big bank accounts, a lot of fur coats and things. Fake fur, though, to be appropriate. But we all signed these little Santa things that said, Santa, I want this. And we folded it up, and when we went over, and they had a mailbox. Oh, they had every sort of thing happen at this lunch. And my sister is no beginner. Fabulous decorations and fun things. And here these women who it was expensive, fancy luncheon, are putting their wishes in that box. I put my wish in that box. I put my wish in the box for something that cost $30,000. And I said, just like I figured out this, Spirit will find a way. I don't have to find the how. I use my voice with no secondaries. What's a secondary? I don't deserve it. That's crazy. That would be a miracle. I don't believe in miracles. No. When you state, when your creative imagination sees this creation, this, my $30,000 item, all of the universe will work to support you if you have no secondaries. No little nitpicky. Why wouldn't it? There is enough resources for everyone. This is the new game we're playing. This is what we're moving towards. And this is the role that you are playing as a mentor to the non-believers. As someone here to reassure that miracles can happen. And I'll say one more thing before we drop in. About 4 years, maybe 5, who knows, 6 years ago, we're at a mountaintop in Nevada City. My partner's there. It's like 20 acres. There's a guy living in a trailer there, and he says, it's going to snow tonight. My partner, Mr. Pragmatic, said, we're having a severe drought in California. It hasn't rained or snowed in months, and there is nothing forecast. And so Spirit told me, say it. I said, I ask and intend. Those are our magic words we use every week. I ask and intend that it snows tonight to show you the power of human volition working with nature to help you become a believer. The next morning, He brings coffee in and sets it down, very sheepishly says that. You looked outside, and I don't have to tell you, there was snow. There was snow on his Buddha. And bit by bit, if we do our work, if we get our treats, if we work the magic, other people will start thawing out their negativity, their disbelief, their disappointment, their all that is created their sad sack movie. And we're here to be the light and to show something different. Okay, let's drop in. Take a deep breath through the nose and out through the mouth. We ask and intend to set a sacred space. We allow our body, like a muscle, to fall into this beautiful space where we are held in an octahedron Merkaba. We are so safe in this space that we can let go of thinking. We can lose our mind. We let go of all thoughts now. Maybe part of you is saying, well, how can Jan keep talking? Who says I'm talking? It's coming through me. I am awake and present and just fully awake in my consciousness and my receivership. In fact, you can't receive if your brain is active. That's another talk. I'll show you a chart. So we are taking our mind, our mental chatter, to the 0 point. Absolute quieting of the mind. And where do you take your attention? To your heart. Take a deep breath and imagine that your heart is opening up like a big lotus listening ear to receive the messages and the frequencies that those on this call have asked to receive. We're sending out a signal, ET, frequency, to receive the communications, the love, the support, whatever we desire. However we direct our consciousness now. So in this moment, we are feeling that we are floating in this beautiful sacred space. We're removing the excitement of Christmas, the holiday. Don't worry, we'll get it back later. We're removing the to-do list. We're removing everything. All the bodily things, the external world things. And for this moment, we are resetting our neurological and emotional system to grace, trust, peace, and a connection to our heavenly home and self. Take a deep breath and notice if your heart even is enlarging and expanding past your physical body now. Wonderfully so. It's like the cat is out of the bag. You have complete permission and safety to be in this undefended state in this moment. Allow your divinity to just glow and flow in an even greater realm. Let it continue and to fill your entire Merkaba. And now we ask and intend that the beings of light, those that aren't incarnated and are holding very high vibration, surround our beautiful sacred space. And through physics, their higher vibration and countenance is holding us into even a higher rarefied vibrational state. In this moment, we have a choice. We have a choice for how to choose our next experience. We always have that choice to not be in reaction, but to be proactive, and to be proactively enmeshed with our higher running movie of our highest potential, joyful, loving, peaceful existence on this earth, even while it is dissociating and composting. Feel in this moment your infinite power to choose. When we are in this state, we don't even have to use our words because the universe hears our heart's language, which is encoded frequency that flows. Every thought that has ever been had by any human is exuded out into the realm. And you are choosing in your soul to exude a request, a desire, an ask and intend for something to materialize, to occur in the right timing, in alignment with your highest will and good. What? What is your heart dreaming about and asking for? That if there were no limitation, and allow yourself to feel and see this realm, this situation, and go ahead and let your soul have a talk to every cell in your body and ask, are you on board? Is there any resistance? Is there any historical doubt that this can happen? We ask and intend that we isolate and identify any unconscious or conscious resistance to this manifestation of your soul's desire. You don't even have to see it. You can feel that resistance. Let it come up. And with a loving breath, take a deep breath in. This next breath, say bye-bye past. Bye-bye old expectations, behaviors, routines, and triggers. I am very safely removing the constrictions and decisions that I made about life and myself in the past, what I'm able or willing to do, and I'm just opening to the wild realm of infinite potential of manifesting and actually getting what would bring me joy in the near future. We are replacing this old vibration with the next breath with infinite potential for accessing and realizing our highest dream that we have just identified. Feel in your body the excitement, the twittering of your cellular chemistry of receivership, allowing a new music to be played that is now sending out a new song in the world that is awakening every being, every fiber of all reality that could actually deliver it to you. Do you see from the other song, they couldn't hear it because it was all saying it wasn't going to happen. So let your body sing out what you are envisioning and desiring, and let this be your Christmas tree at that Christmas party yesterday. In complete integrity, nobody claimed that tree or that prize. Take a deep breath in. So as I'm speaking, major flushing is occurring. I can feel in my body purging of the old. And it's so complex. The thinking to body to nervous system. We're asking for this to be orchestrated by spirit, by the spirit beings, by a higher self. So it is happening in real time, profoundly, and to the degree that you allow it, permanently. You could become a permanent manifester. I just saw Santa Chronicles last night, and boy, was that guy magical. He could pull gifts out of his thing, and he was just the most loving, best teacher. And in a certain sense, all messengers of divine are Santas, delivering people their heart's desire, which is to be in peace and to be a co-creator and have the tools they need for joy. Toys. We all need toys. It's part of the principle of living a divine life of creativity. To feel this into your heart, let this new music now be reorchestrated through all of your systems. Excellent. And take a deep breath as there's a little angelic language coming through for each of you now. Durin dirirakar joronane borakava enurutikin jiruka naitirikuriototor. Take a deep breath. And I feel completely safe and calm doing that because I noticed in the movie the elves and Santa had their own unique language, which was Elven. It definitely was angelic language. I just cracked up. We're being shown in movies all the things that are happening in the etheric realm that are coming into our lives now. And our lives are that big, brighter movie, that movie that's coming to a theater near you. It's you. You are the movie maker. You are the producer, and you are coming into other people's communities. You are the big, important movie coming to a theater near you soon. People are waiting for your message and your light and your confidence of getting your little Christmas tree with the gumballs on it to take home because of the joy that my grandson and my partner's grandson will have. Plus, I love polka dots. Okay, take a deep breath through the nose, out through the mouth. Beautiful. Okay, I feel like we've taken this in, we've reorchestrated, and after this meditation, I'll press where I'll stop talking and take it off recording, and we can talk a little bit, but not too much because huge family brunch, and my younger sister and I are cooking for all the siblings here in Kirkland, Washington. But we can talk a little bit. But after this, why not write a letter to Santa, to Jesus, Buddha, I don't care, God, or to your higher self and say, this is what I am dreaming and manifesting. And know that material things are sacred and blessed too, if they're tools, if they're what makes your creative life and movement sing and helps you be a more powerful messenger. And other people say, look at how she manifested that. Can you teach me how you manifested that? A lot of things had to happen in the interim world for this to appear there with nobody taking it. And I know that Spirit was orchestrating to help me remember. And now thousands of people that are going to watch that. This is my little volunteer to help us remember. Why not? Why can't it be? Let it be. Okay, I'll receive it. I will receive what I need. Blessed be. I'm Jan Jorgensen. These are the Be the Light meditations every Wednesday morning, 9 a.m. And they're always free. And you can find it on my website, soundandlighthealingarts.com.